So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. We're up and running then. He's a sharp little ball here. Fallen! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Messi. Looking here to chip it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. McAllister. Juve. And this is Shevchenko. Messi. Oh, shooting chance! And that's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. No, that was never going to make it. Now, that looks a decent ball. It's played through for him. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp, and this is Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Forlan gets a foot in here. McAllister. Cannavaro did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now a Droll. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bale. Bale. Mateus. Now here's the delivery. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Bale with the short one. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Cannavaro. It's Albert Ferrer. Pepe gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Howson. Pepe. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's picked out the run. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Messi. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
That was travelling. Goes forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That looks a good ball through. Schneider finding himself in... And there's the shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Schneider really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
They've played it short. Shevchenko plays it in. And this is Messi. Great chance! That's got him rattled. Corner number 2 then. Towering header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. Schneider. That's a cute ball.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh no, what has happened here? And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 4.
So we're into the second 45.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 37.
Aims beyond the defence. Mateus. Here comes the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Big chance! And that is well cleared. Davids. Rijkaard. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Davids does well to get it back, and he cuts out the supply. Mateus, now it's Forlan. Raul, distributed tidily. Rijkaard. And here's Messi. And Messi! Messi! From another planet! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Palmeiras clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Palmeiras are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
He's having a pop! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Knocks it into space. And the shot! Oh, he's been caught this time, surely!
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Palmeiras have their second corner now.
Sustituido por el dorsal
Schneider with the clearance.
un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Hoist, terrific effort! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Certain, searing and imperious.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's through here, and he's lost his man here. Ronaldinho! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Palmeiras visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Messi. Schneider. And here's Shevchenko. And here's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. A temporary retreat here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Mateus. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And here's Messi! No, not quite.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Rijkaard. The final 5 minutes. Schneider scooting forward. And that's gone loose. Messi. Threads one in. Well, played right into his path. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Schneider did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it. A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
That has been knocked clear. Just eases him off the ball. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Schneider. And that will be it. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. There's the whistle.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks.
Takes a shot! Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually. Well, that looks a decent ball. Messi finding himself in space, tries to play it through. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nice sequence of passes, this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most accurate pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And he's gone looking for safety. Rijkaard. Pepe. And it's Messi. Pinches it off him. Quarter of an hour played. Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Schneider. No goals as yet. And here's Shevchenko. And he's got the beating of it. Shot a goal! And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. And here's Shevchenko. Messi, he's found the way through. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's picked his way through. Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Well, they've got it again. Oh, facing up to his adversary. It's Schneider! Great defending, strong and determined. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Schneider in acres of space out wide. And he's managed to get rid. Pele, and it's Baggio. It's a good spell of possession, this. Rijkaard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Shevchenko. De Jong does well to get it back.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Del Piero. Roberto Baggio. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And Edmilson. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide.
Decent attempt that, just a little mistimed.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Silvestre. Rijkaard. And it's Shevchenko. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's got away. Shevchenko!
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's De Jong. Oh, that's delightful. Tries to pass it through. Ferdinand clears without hesitation. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. So it's going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Very nicely done. Cannavaro. De Jong. And Shevchenko! And he's done it!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical. And that is indeed the final act. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Barcelona probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6, Silvestre,
We're on the move again.
será reemplazado por el
Barcelona
dorsal 66.
leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And here's Del Piero. Pass somewhat off target. Shevchenko. Can he get it through? And he's quick to return it. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Sneijder certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Sneijder. Cafu was in no mood for any of that. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And the return pass. Shevchenko. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Del Piero. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's bustling through here. No foul, says the referee. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Roberto Carlos. Oh, easy pickings there. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's lofted through here. Oh, important interception. Serginho.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
96.628 espectadores.
Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. No, again, there's no way through.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Serginho venturing down the left. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Messi is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
He leaps for it. Oh, it's hit the post. Opts to play it back. Rijkaard. Good effort from distance. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's quick to get rid. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Shevchenko! And that is doing no harm at all.
Shevchenko really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Pelé. Tries from a long way out. Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Messi. Messi. Good purposeful running this. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Barcelona have their third corner. Punched away. He's having a pop! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
And Shevchenko! Oh, and that should have been two. And he's running through. Shevchenko! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Barcelona leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! They've got to be quick to recover this. That's very neat. Now it's Schneider. Oh, that's well done, really robust. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Schneider looking to play it into the box. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Spread out to the left. Ibrahimovic.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's Ibrahimovic! That is decidedly lacking. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. He's having a hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Shevchenko taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result, yes.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Thrilling scenes here too, so much in line with Atalanta's reputation as the great entertainers of Italian football. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Atalanta have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
That's been drilled forward. And it's Azar. Azar, good purposeful running this. It's Azar! Eden Azar! That is a beautiful thing!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he whips it in, and he's managed to get rid. Quality ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Shoots! And he's quick to get rid. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Atalanta really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Bonucci. Thuram. That's Cannavaro. Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mbappe! And the shot count keeps on rising.
Knowing him, he's only going to be even more willing to shoot after that.
Cannavaro making good progress on the right-hand side. Bale puts the ball in. And that's the keeper's ball. Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Castolo. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, sweet feet. Bonucci. Pirlo. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cannavaro. And the pass is intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Neymar. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He's a sharp little ball here. That's good play.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Hazard. And this is Hazard. Big chance! Neymar. Castolo. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Messi. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. We're on the move again.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Messi. That is good progress on the left. Tries to play it through. In with the challenge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, played right into his path. Pirlo is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Time and again they are repelled. And he's got away from it. So much time and space here. Long ball upfield. Engages and forces him off the ball. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now the ball in, and they've managed to get rid.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, he hit that sweetly. Chance here to counter. Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Hazard. And he shoots! And that's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, vi chiediamo cortesemente di rimanere seduti durante lo svolgimento della partita. Grazie.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella, Alexander Zinchenko, will have a very busy game. Constantly switching between defending the wide areas and moving in to create overloads through the middle. He's perfect for teams that like to switch from a back three to a back four, depending on whether the team is in possession or not.
Yeah, he'll certainly be... Oh, no, what has happened here? Ball's gone out of play. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now he's got space here. Nicely intercepted. And it's Modric. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Simeone. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish? Goal! Japan! And we have liftoff. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Morata is having a shot! And a neat finish! They are purring, truly purring! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Simeone, Modric.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, it's a solid! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Simeone. Japan have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Played out wide, and he's quick to return it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Shevchenko is wide and looking to get onto this. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Henderson. Rijkaard. Oh, nice touch. He's found a way through. There's the shot! He's got a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Barcelona cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Neymar, played into space, floated through, that's been cut out, well played. Stones. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That's a dangerous ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Promising position. He slings it in. Onana deals with that nice and simple. Modric. Simeone. Now it's Morata. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. He's picked his way through. Brilliantly cut out. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Down to business again.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Cannavaro. Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well played. Silvestre. Nicely weighted ball.
Pretty robust defending.
Ricci. Now it's Morata. Good ball, good take. Couldn't squeeze it through. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Tries to play it through. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Simeone. And here's Morata. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's the keeper's ball. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up.
And the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. In by Henderson. Tries to get it. Header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
He is through here. Modric. He's got away. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Looking for the run. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Almada. Now it's Solot. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's and a header! Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. That has ended up in no man's land. Ricci. And Simeone. Well, that looks a decent ball. Plays it across. Cannavaro. And it's Henderson. Now it's Neymar. Silvestre. Neymar. Good chance here. Oh, crossbar! Shevchenko proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitution for Japan.
It's their
Number
second
13,
corner of the game.
Zinchenko. Number 10.
That's a decent clearance.
Number 8. Giuliano Simeone.
Barcelona really might
Number
just end up
20,
kicking themselves after that. That could well have been
Coming
it.
on the field. Number 5. Miguel
Schneider
Gutierrez.
going face to face with his great
Number
rival.
22. Iwobi.
Time is running out
Number
here.
15.
Yeah, it's not looking good,
Number
Peter.
18.
Never say never, though.
Substitution.
Buchanan. Serginho. Pepe is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Modric threads one in. That's a nicely shaped ball. And Shevchenko! Oh, it's hit the post! And he couldn't finish.
Shevchenko has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Ricci. That's a sharp pass.
Japan can really think about the precious seconds that took
There
off the
will be
clock.
1 minute
No
added
need to
time.
overly commit now.
And he's managed to get free. And here's Lopez. Great chance! Oh, good finish. They have stolen level at the last. Speed of thought. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be...
Iniesta! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Iniesta is offering a right smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's there to clear it. Wan-Bissaka receives it in a good position here. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's really well manoeuvred. That's Bebeto. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's the chance to counter. Neymar gets flagged offside. Not the most convincing of passes. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion of energy and good vision. So he's going to be busy skittling around the field, both on and off the ball, looking for any space he can exploit. His game is full of devilment. He's a mischief maker.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Gattuso. Neymar. And the finish!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And here's Messi. And he's had it nicked away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pepe, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. There will be a throw-in. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this. Neymar clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's having a good look here.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
He's having a shot! It's their second corner of the game. De Gea claims comfortably. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Neymar, good driving run. McAllister Lopez, brilliantly cut out. McAllister. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Neymar. That's good play. Messi. It's a searching pass. Shevchenko providing an outlet on that flank. Gattuso. Ball played for Rijkaard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Bebeto. And he's quick to return it.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Pepe can get it clear. Rijkaard. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's a sharp little ball here. Ah, such a clever touch. That is a superb rearguard action. Ah, there's a probing ball. So, a temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos anunciar os números sorteados de hoje. Se tiverem um bilhete, confiram no telão. Substituição.
The second period is on the way.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Howson. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
It's Snyder! Oh, he's hit the bar! Great defending, strong and determined. Gattuso. Oh, that is a nice touch. Cannavaro making good progress on the right-hand side. Doué! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Doué actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Incoming delivery. And that's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And it's made its way to... And Bebeto! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bebeto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Shevchenko can be a real threat inside the box. Iniesta. No, he's not getting his way this time. Rijkaard. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Silvestre scooting forward. Vermin. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Henderson makes a dash for it. Lovely, now then. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Wan-Bissaka. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Rijkaard. Doué charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Barcelona are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
Messi. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Oh, played through for the wide man. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. He has found the way through. Iniesta. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Barcelona desperately searching for the winner here. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Iniesta.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. This is the time you need that pace.
He's found a way through. Shevchenko proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Doué in with the challenge.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Doué. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Schneider. And the return pass. Doué! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Camisa 8. Camisa 16.
That's a decent clearance.
Neymar.
Guti.
Camisa 7.
And we're done. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.